Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Montre. I will be talking about today the fall of Satan, and not to be confused with Lucifer, which I'll make a distinction probably in later videos. What I've been talking to look at part one. Who are the gods? The story of the gods. This is part two. So catch up. Anyways, there's two primary families with the gods. The Elohim. Elohim is multiple gods. The biblical God usually uses the word Elohim until it starts becoming one God actually ruling. There used to be several gods ruling, and we're going to talk about the two families. One is the family of Enki. Enki means God of earth, and then there's Enlil, who was the god of the air. Enlil is mostly Yahweh, El. He was called El for short in a lot of Babylonian stories. Enki is usually the god of the ocean, god of the sea. He's mostly Dagon in most of the stories. He is Neptune, Poseidon. What happens is Enki has a son named Marduk. Marduk is a primary chief deity in Babylon. And Enlil has a daughter named Inanna or Ishtar, Isis. She's the queen of heaven. Both of these children are reverenced even today in a lot of stories and a lot of our art and a lot of our symbolism. Marduk, his symbol is the calf, the baby calf. He is the son of God. He is the son of Enki. He usually references himself in many stories, in many mythologies, as the son of God. Inanna is Ishtar Inanna. She's the queen of heaven. She is often referenced as that. She is Shiva. She is Venus. She is Aphrodite. She is all of that. She's Isis. She's Hathor. She goes by many names. Most of these gods go by many names. And later videos, I'll tell you what names they go by now. But we're going to focus on Marduk and his fall from heaven. Marduk was the god who fell from heaven. He is the quote unquote god or angel. In Bible stories, they're called angels, but they were referenced as gods when they came to earth because compared to humans, that's what they were. So, Enlil was in this story. Enlil is Yahweh, and what Marduk his sin was basically he took a wife. He got married. He found a human wife, and he decided he was going to get married. He fell in love with her, and he wanted her. He told this to his father, and Enki said it was okay. But Enlil did not think this was good, and he told Marduk that if he took a wife, he could not return to the heavens. And in the heavens, we say that this is probably their planet that they were from. These are beings. These are other beings that are not human, not of this world. So Marduk was exiled from their homeland, their home planet, and he could no longer return. So Marduk, his descent from heaven is the upside down star, which you often see in, I guess, Illuminati symbols. They're giving reference to Marduk, who became the god of this earth. Marduk is synonymous with Ra. He is Ra, who is synonymous with Horus, with the sun disk over his head, meaning he is the son of God. He is the son of Osiris, that one eye thing, the all-seeing eye. It is Marduk showing that he is the god of this world. And you see that in a lot of Illuminati symbolism, because Marduk is always constantly reminding people that he is still ruling things and he's still controlling things, and he is the god of this world. He is the Babylonian god. He was a chief Babylonian deity, and that was his whole right to claim, his claim of fame, basically. Enlil was the god of the age of Taurus, and Marduk was the god of the age of Aries because his symbol is the ram. When the age of Aries came about, Enlil decided he was going to take a portion of people and have them as his own, and that's when Enlil took the Israelites out of Egypt from Marduk. Marduk is Ra, the sun god Ra, the son of God. And Marduk allowed him to do that. And what did the children of Israel do? They create a golden calf in homage to Marduk, because this is where they were from. That was their god, the chief deity Marduk. And Enlil was enraged because the golden calf represents Marduk, and Enlil is represented by the bull. So he had them destroy it. He destroyed the golden calf in protest. Uh, all in all, the children of Israel ended up getting exiled to Babylon, back to Babylon, anyways, which was ruled by Marduk. So Enlil really could not keep the children of Israel to stop worshiping Marduk, nor could he keep them from worshiping his daughter Inanna, because even Queen Solomon, King Solomon was known to worship Astarte. I think I said that right, which is Ishtar, which is Inanna, when he married foreign wives. So there was a lot of conflict of who was going to get worship or who was going to be given power. So many times in the Bible, God was like, "I am the only God. Don't worship any gods." Well, if there weren't other gods, then why are you so scared? So God, Enlil, Yahweh was always constantly in conflict with these other gods in the other countries, because Inanna basically had a worship and rule, and Marduk was the god of the age. He was the ram, the age of Aries, and he was really collecting people and ruling. He was just the god of the world. And as the age of Pisces came, which is the two fish going two different directions, which is basically giving homage to Enki, because Enki was Dagon. He was the sea god, fish. But he was a very passive god too. So he wasn't really big on ruling. Pisces, very passive, very spiritual. But his son was Marduk. So you have two fish ruling, going two different directions. And Pisces, we can change it up. We can be passive, and yet we can be very aggressive. And Marduk most likely has been ruling the age of Pisces under the guise of Jesus. Jesus and Yeshua are two different things. May talk about that later. But the symbol of Jesus, the image of Jesus that people have created, this very pretty man with this beard and long hair. If you look at the Babylonian god Marduk, and the images of Marduk, it looks very close to what Marduk looks like in Babylon with long hair and a beard. So bust your bubble about that. Anyway, tell me what you think about that. My phone is going off. I gotta answer it. So if you don't do it, then who will? Peace out.